Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1130th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Quick class, I want to bring you up to speed on what I see. Remember that futures trading is extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss. Futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts. Please use stops, otherwise you will lose your shirt in this game. All right, traders, so what do we have? This video is for going forward for the rest of Tuesday and through Wednesday. Tomorrow is FOMC day or Fed day. We're having a Fed meeting. Tomorrow is the day I say get ready for the upswing. What I think has happened is that we have had a pullback right before the Fed day, and look at this. OTAPMA gets nailed right at the lows here on the Dow Jones Industrial Average daily bar, comes right down and hits my OTAPMA. And what's interesting about that is you can see this has been resistance, 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 gets above, tests it as support, it holds well, has a big rally. We come off, hit OTAPMA right before the Fed meeting tomorrow and hold this line. I think this is our savior. I think we go right back up from here. So that's one of the things I wanted to show you. I have another interesting chart I think you will like. Let's see if I can pull it up quickly for you. Take a look at this DAX chart. The same DAX chart that I've been showing you in the last couple of videos. And I said whatever's going on lately, the DAX has been the leader of the U.S. indices. If it wiggles, we seem to follow. That hasn't been always, but lately that's the case. So I showed this to you and said, will we hold? This day did not exist. This was in the video last night or the night before. And I said, what do we call this? Will it hold? Well, now we add today in, and look what happened so far. It held really, really well. If the DAX is holding, we will follow it up. That's the daily. Look at this weekly. This is tremendous. The DAX weekly, if you remember, I showed you this very same chart, and I said, will we come down here, or will it hold? And support will hold, and we'll get back into it. So far on the weekly bar, we are back above it. On the weekly, we're back above it on the daily. We have been leading, we have been following the DAX's lead. I say it holds. Perfect buy right before the Fed comes to town tomorrow, and this thing heads right back up. Now, we always use stops because just because it looks technically like it held and it wants to go back up, that doesn't mean it will. So never trade without stops. Very important. The volatility lately has been insane. And if you do not have stops and very wide ones in, if they're not wide, you're going to get knocked out too easily. And if you do not have stops in, you will end up with a tombstone for a trading account. So always place stops. Get ready for the upswing tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting day. Remember, stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thank you for watching, and let's see what happens with the Fed tomorrow.